Alright y'all, this is the second video today. Yesterday we got up to 13,000 and we are just pushing, we're just trying to push back up to 13,000 and eventually 15k. We've been kind of stuck today just facing bots. Like I've said previously, you'll see the easiest way to tell is they'll have no badges, just these three, but no badges of any cards that they're playing. And they will run these insanely weird decks that they're trying to make to hard counter yours. And as you see here, it says no clan, but when we go into the match, it'll say they have a clan. Now this guy was a real person, this ISO guy, but this was a bot, right? And so no clan, only 3 badges, no cards. But so, like I said, when you load into the match, it'll say they're in a clan. Now this is a real player, thankfully. So I love it when we can play some real players and get some real interactions. Like I said, I don't think it helps anybody when you play these bots that just run these like mega hard counter decks to you. I am gonna Vines mini P.E.K.K.A that to try to kill that Inferno drag. He's probably got, I was gonna say I probably could have pre-logged, but thankfully he didn't have like Scar Me or anything like that. This what I do like Vines a lot to especially counter the air pushes. It does make it pretty hard for them. For these it's the ones that it really counters, like this guy, he'll still have a chance because he'll still be able to overwhelm me potentially, but let's see if I need to Vines this. Okay, I will go ahead and Vines it just to stop it. It's still gonna get like a hit or two, hopefully 1. No, okay, I got 2. Rip. But so yeah, like Bud saying thanks. So with these guys, it does still give them a chance because there's just so many things that I would have to Vines. However, with that bait deck that just runs the balloon and it's like a 2.9 cycle, I think, it does kind of stop that because, they just have the balloon that's the threat. So you can kind of just Vines it, but I'm going to mini P.E.K.K.A trick in his face here. Let's see if he does anything. When he realizes he's probably going to go with the barbs. Yeah. Okay. We are going to do the deep arrows. He is going to go with the balloon. I'm going to pull it down. Then we're going to Valk. And then we are going to minions on the Lava Hound. Thankfully, he just arrows. I'm going to Berserker to provide a little bit of tanking. We're going to arrows in the back here. I'm not going to Vines. I realize we're probably about to lose that tower, but that's, all we can really do. I had to play the Valk because I knew he was going to come in with the Barbarians here. He did just arrows, but it looks like he's going to stop us. So now he's emoting on us. But so yeah, as you see, like the Vines doesn't fully counter the like Lava Hound push just because they have so many different air units. Let's see, I think this might be a bot too. We'll see though. It's kind of weird. Spear Gobs and then Magic Archer. I'm not sure what deck. That's another reason why I think it's a bot, because it's just like a really weird deck. Yeah, I don't think it's right. I think Supercell's just got to do better. I think with their bots, they should just have their bots running like meta decks that you would actually encounter. It's just, because it's just so frustrating when they just run these like whack decks that just hard counter the crap out of you. And okay, so I will go with the minions hog right side. He may be back to, yeah, so he's back to the bomb tower. So I'm going to have to archers in the middle. I think we'll still take a hit. Yeah, so we take one wall breaker hit, not the end of the world. Okay, I would expect the magic archer's probably going to come down shortly. Since we, don't have fireball in the deck anymore, it is a little bit more to hard counter that. But I think they made it so fireball doesn't fully counter the magic archer anymore, but I could be wrong. You don't usually see it. I could pre-log, but I don't know that it would be worth it for that. Alright, I will log just in case here. I'm not really expecting to get damage because we did know that he had the evolved Valkyrie there. So the best way to deal with the evolved Valkyrie is to try to hit it with a ranged troop before it locks on to anything. Because once it locks on, it just starts pulling everything into it. I'm going to go with the log, and then we will play hog. He's probably back to, yeah, another bomb tower. All good. Oh, we do still get some damage. I'm not going to vines that, just because I think we could better use vines on... Okay, so we knew that was coming. We knew... I think the vines would just be better utilized. Okay, so that's a bad bomb tower placement. Let's see what he's going to play. We will vines that, because that should be tower. There we go. Okay, let's check if that was a bot or not. It did make a mistake. Yep. Yep, see, that was a bot too. Okay, keep pushing. Okay, this is another real player. This is good. So we can actually do the P.K.2 trick. Alright, and he doesn't see it, and we get mini P.K.2 on tower. It's pretty much tower gone. Alright, it's pretty solid. So we don't have to do anything too crazy here because we just need one hog hit really. I'm gonna just play the minions here just to handle that. We might take like a hit, but that's nothing major. And I don't want to get too aggressive since we do have this early lead here. And we did figure the Evo Executioner would come. I'm gonna hog left side just so that he's got to answer it. And then what I will do is I will go mini P.K.2 and then I'm just going to actually vines that down so that mini P.K.2 doesn't have to take, the Inferno Drag right away, but we just needed to buy some time and potentially damage. The other cool thing is the vines do reset the Inferno Drag, so. But the biggest thing is when you're in such a lead like this, you don't want to stop pushing because then they can spend all their elixir on defending. Okay. Hold on. Let's see here. I'm surprised he doesn't have arrows. He's got zap. Which is not bad because the rage from the lumberjack plus the zap, kill pretty much everything. That's kind of odd to just spam that at the bridge. I'm going to Berserker, and then we're going to late log so that hopefully, yep, that's what you want. You want to, when you know that they have Skarmy, you typically want to do a later log, like split second or two later, just so that they play the Skarmy first, right as you're kind of playing the... Here, I'm going to go ahead and vines that. But I don't think we had to because he played the Lumberjack. So the Valkyrie's Tornado still would have got it. So at this point it's, good game. He doesn't even have enough time to 3-crown us. But I will just Vines that down and the Valk should handle all of that. Nice. He had a clone, so it's good that we... Alright, so like, why are you spamming? I just beat you 2-0. Like... Alright, we go again. Yeah, so this looks like another bot. I've noticed too, when they have that little crown by their name, today multiple of the bots have had that. So I think this is another bot, but let's see. Okay, interesting so far. Got the Goblin Curse, Rip Ken. Oh, and that's another thing I wanted to talk about, by the way. I saw in the, patch notes, whatever you want to call them, they stated that they nerfed the Goblin Curse and minions last time around to try and combat the usage of, I guess, all of that with the broken Goblin Giant Evo decks, which is like, Goblin Giant, P.E.K.K.A, Goblin Machine. But I'm just like, to me that makes no sense. Like, how about you just nerf the broken card? Like, don't nerf its supporting units, right? Because and then they said they nerfed the Vines also because it was getting used with those, in place of Goblin Curse. And I do agree that, Vines is like decently broken. I mean, it gives people that run decks like mine more of a chance against these huge decks, but I don't understand the thought process of let's nerf support units instead of nerfing the main card that's broken. You know what I mean? Like, that just doesn't, to me, that doesn't make any kind of sense. Like, how about we just nerf the Goblin Giant immediately, and then, that's that. Like, let's not nerf the supporting units, because then, inadvertently, you're nerfing, other decks that use those cards. Okay, I will just go ahead and log that, just so that we can get rid of all those little skeletons. So the good thing here is that we've got, here, let's try and pull the Valk back. There we go. So now that we can deal with all of that, I'm going to also hog down there, and I'm going to have to mini P.E.K.K.A Spirit Empress. Interesting. Okay, I have to log this, so it doesn't matter that we just gave that tower up as long as we don't get KO'd here. But yeah, what happens is when you nerf those, the supporting units to a broken deck, you're inadvertently nerfing other people's decks that use those cards. So, I mean, I still use the minions, right, because we have to with the P.E.K.K.A trick. It's, I don't see too much of a difference. I guess the range on them was pretty gnarly, but it's just, that school of thought doesn't make any sense to me. Like, nerfing supporting units to a broken troop in a broken deck. Like, how about, we gotta nerf those broken cards. I was also thinking, if they really wanted to nerf it, how about they make it so that, with those big fellas, the big tanks, that you can only use like 2 of them in a deck, so that we don't get the people running, the P.E.K.K.A Goblin Giant and Goblin Machine that shoots those rockets. It just kills like everything. How about you make it so that maybe they can only have 2 in a deck? I mean, I get it, it kills certain creativity, but if you're gonna have these like broken cards, like, and you're not gonna deal with them by nerfing them, then at least limit so that people can't just brain dead spam them. But anyway, so this was another bot, so this continues. We've played, I think a total of 2 or 3 real people today, and the rest bots, but think that's where we're gonna end this one. Let's see. Okay, so we got gold here. We've almost got the next shard, which would give us 6 out of 6, so that we could get another evolution. We could, of course, use it on the executioner because we already have 3. Anyway, y'all made it to the end.